Hi, Electro Ross in the Beta Workshop with Rock and Roll Andy.
Rock and roll.
Andy, what's with this speaker you brought today?
Last night I was rocking out to some GNR, and just before the kick in Paradise City, it just came out like a garbled mess.
Well, let's see what you did here. You hear that?
Ooh, yeah, I hear that.
That speaker's been blown. Either the suspension is damaged or the coil overheated and it's rubbing the magnet. Either way, it was too loud.
Guilty.
And no surprise there. See, a speaker is like an air pump. I have a speaker here broken down to show the different parts. You have a dust cap, cone and coil assembly, and the magnet. The way the speaker works is there's a coil of wire wound around a steel form, and that fits in that little tiny space between the magnet and the frame.
I see.
When an electrical current flows through the coil in one direction, magnetism forces the cone out. When the current flows in the opposite direction, it pulls the cone in. That in and out motion of the cone is what produces the sound.
Sweet.
Ironically, it's a lack of amplifier power that damages a speaker, because when the amplifier reaches its maximum, it tends to chop or clip the waveforms, and it'll hold the cone out or hold the cone in for so long that it melts the insulation on these wires and it rubs the magnet. In some cases, it can break the joint between the suspension and the core, causing it to rub against the magnet.
Nice.
No, not nice. I have a speaker set up here for a demonstration connected to a frequency source of 20 cycles. That's low enough to where we can actually see the cone move.
Look at that.
Pretty cool, huh?
Totally.
Large speakers are called woofers, and they respond to bass frequencies. Smaller speakers called mid-range respond to vocals. And even smaller speakers called tweeters are for the high strings on your guitar and cymbals.
Like Twitters?
Not like twitters. A crossover sends the right frequencies to the different speakers. Bass frequencies below 800 cycles are sent to the woofer, then they cross over to the mid-range till around 4,000 cycles, then they cross over to the tweeter all the way up to 20,000 cycles.
Cool.
This is called a three-way speaker because there's three different components. Some speaker systems are called two-way because they don't have a mid-range. It's just the tweeter and the woofer. Next time you're listening to Guns N' Roses, turn it down.
Not gonna happen.
Well, you could get bigger speakers.
Oh, yeah, bigger speakers. Wait, like those?
Not mine.
Oh, okay.